what are we going to do today? Today is going to be a seated routine for anyone that either cannot get out of a chair or has limited mobility and can only stand up for short periods of time. That's what we're going to look at. So we're going to get right into it. As always, we want to think about bracing and clenching. What exactly do we mean with that? So we want to tense the tummy muscles, like someone we're going to hit you in the tummy. You want to squeeze the glute muscles together, muscles you'd use to hold yourself from going to the bathroom. That's going to tilt your pelvis back, and that's going to engage your deep core muscles. All right, so another lovely day here in the UK. It is cloudy again. All right, anyway, but lovely, it's not cold. So we're going to start with some bracing and clenching. Here we go. So, as always, we're breathing in through the nose and we're breathing out through the mouth like we're blowing through a straw. So here we go. Let's inhale and exhale. Let's inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So let's start our routine now. Big inhale, reach up, palm facing away from you. Lean into it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. These are our warm-up mobility drills, the kind of drills you want to do when you just get out of bed. Big inhale, reach up, lean into it as much as you can for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And once again, as mentioned, this routine is for anyone that's unable to get out of a chair. So, or has limited mobility when they're standing. Big inhale, we're going to hug that tree. Big reach up, get that stretch. Let's pull back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. A couple deep breaths. Here we go. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Hands on the hips, or you can put hands on the knees. And we're just going to do some side to side twists. Here we go. Just mobilizing the spine, warming up the spine. Here we go. Looking over the shoulder for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Lovely job. All right, so now we're going to move on to the legs. Now I'm also going to give you some variations if you're unable to move the legs at all, but let's just start with if you are able to move the legs. So we're just going to pull those knees up into the chest. Here we go. Alternates. Working through the hips. We can point the toes away if we like. Call this plantar flex, or we can point the toes straight up. Call that dorsiflex. So now we're getting the stretch through the ankles as well. And now we're just going to come out and in. Tap out and in. Tap out and tap in. So now we want to work the hips on all planes. So we want to flex the hip. We want to extend the hip, which is what we were doing before. And now we're moving the hips out and in. We can also turn the toes in and out, or the ankles in and out. So we're trying to just work through that hip joint best way we can. Next, on the next move, what we're going to do is we're going to try this if you have no leg power whatsoever, and I'm going to have to grab my stretch band for this. Okay, If you have no mobility whatsoever in your legs, this is your best friend. There's lots of ways we can use it. So we can wrap it around the thigh, and you can use your hand and you can pull that leg up. Okay, we can try it like this. So here we go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Another variation that we can do is we can put it around underneath the foot, and we can extend that leg. And here we go again. We can reach up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We can also swing that leg out and bring it in. Just holding on to the chair here a little bit. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comment section. I'll look at the questions after. Or if you have any questions, because I'm going to upload this video after. So any comments, please do leave them. For 3, for 2, and for 1. So whatever we do on one side, we do on the other side. Here we go. So let's reach up. Here we go. Pull up onto your thigh. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is if you have limited mobility or no mobility whatsoever in your legs. For 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Put it on bottom of the foot. Here we go. We can straighten the leg out and we can pull up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we can swing that leg out. Here we go. As much as you can, whatever you can do. For 10, for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We can swing in and we can swing out. So we are working through the hip joint as well. We can also hold on if we are able to, and we can just bend that leg and use your hand to help the stretch along if you have no mobility whatsoever in your legs. And then the last one we're going to look at is if you are able to stand up, or maybe you're able to stand up and you have to use something. So you might have a chair here, you might have a chair here, you might have a chair here. We're just going to think about trying to see, can we stand ourselves up and sit ourselves back down again? Might be holding on to 2 chairs if you need to. If you can't, that's absolutely fine. It's just about giving you some options for a chair routine. I did have a lady ask me, well, she mentioned that she had a hip replacement done and she was recovering from that. So my next video is going to be for anyone that's had a hip replacement, and I'm going to give you some mobility drills for that. I'm just going to take a quick look at the comments if anyone has any questions whatsoever. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, if there are any kinds of videos that you'd like to see, please leave a comment and I will reply to them all, and we can have any kind of content that you would like in here. Once again, thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next video.